It is time to get immediately back to it. Last time you had pretty pictures and pretty map changes to look at, but this time around, not only are you going to subscribe so that you can catch the rest of the information coming out, but this time, the crew poses the question, what if instead of pretty pictures, we got reading? This is the quality of life improvements for the Crew Motorfest Season 6. Still, they've not said it's the Red Bull update. The Crew Motorfest is continuing to adapt and evolve. The development team have been working hard and refining the player experience across the islands of Oahu and Maui, prioritizing gameplay improvements and optimizing PvP alongside numerous quality of life updates. That's the yada yada. Let's get into the quality of life improvements coming with Season 6 starting off strong with a long-awaited change. Traffic changes. After many moons of you guys asking for it, we are making a change to the traffic during the summit feats. Summit feats will no longer have traffic. This is huge for so many reasons that you may not even realize. Yes, you might have thought, oh, the traffic's really annoying. The traffic's really annoying. This traffic's really annoying. God damn it, this traffic's really annoying. You're kidding! What But the thing is that the traffic was always annoying. We'd always said the traffic was annoying, but the crew said meh. A very long time ago, in one of the first quality of life patches, they just straight up said, we're not gonna remove traffic from the summit. I had a big problem with that. In fact, I would say it's genuinely was the first straw of me being really fed up with the game in that first year, was that look, I don't mind if the traffic is in the open world skills, the feats, but just remove it from the summit, because the summit is competitive. So, there will no longer be traffic during feats in the summit contest. Feats outside of the summit contest are unchanged and still contain traffic. I don't mind that. That's what I wanted from the beginning. Thank you, the crew. So this is a big step. This is the first thing that they've sort of stood their ground on where they really shouldn't have. And it's now going backwards on. The best thing that could have happened. Challenge improvements. This is quite nice, actually. Vehicle management has been added to the challenges menu and to notifications. Main stage challenges. A notification will prompt you to equip the correct vehicle for the challenge and play a sound effect upon equipping. That's quite nice. A notification will redirect you to the bundle of the vehicle if you don't own it. So, I presume that is these challenges up at here. This, I assume okay, so this one wants me to do it in the Forces of Nature bundle. If I click that, and then I come out of it, I guess if I have it pinned, it will now, instead of just having this at the top, I suppose, send me a notification and let me switch to one of those 3 cars. A menu is nice, because before, when you do stuff like this, it just puts you in one of them. I'd rather it let me choose which one of them. So, perfect. And if you don't own them, it'll let you buy them. Improved reward pending UI. Reward pending notifications will be more prominent on screen. That's nice. I'm interested to see that. Hide collectibles options. Players can turn on an option to hide any of their collectible icons already collected on the map. Upon collecting your next collectible in-game, a tip will be triggered to inform you that you can hide collectibles. So, essentially, some people thought it was a little pointless that when you're driving around on the map there, you can see every collectible that you've already gotten. And some more heavy, dense areas like the cities, it's just a sea of collectibles, which I guess I never really had a problem with it per se, but I understand the change, because it's kind of there needlessly. It's just sort of wasting whatever. Photo Quest Fast Travel. Players who have unlocked the fast travel feature can now fast travel to their completed Photo Quest locations. I like this. This was a subtle thing, actually, because you used to be able to do that in the Crew 2, but the thing about the Crew Motorfest, unlike the Crew 1, is that you can't teleport anywhere. You can only teleport to events and then drive wherever. But there's many locations, I can't really think of an example right now, but there is many locations where I don't have an event, but I do have, like, a photo I took. So, perfect. Now, basically, they've just added a bunch of extra fast travel points to any place where you've taken a photo before. That's the best they could have done. Collectible feedback. Upon collecting a collectible, the camera will now highlight what you've collected before returning to your current POV. That sounds fun for new players. Maybe a little annoying for the people who already have played this game, and you know, it'll feel just like an extra thing that you have to sit through for players who already play this game. Does that make sense? I feel like for new players, they won't know any different, so for them it'll just be, oh yeah, the collectibles cinematic. But I feel like for new players, it might be like, oh right, the collectibles cinematic. Okay, thank you. Depends how quick it is. This is big. PvP changes. We workshopped with players to improve the PvP for the Crew Motorfest, and we're happy to announce we are bringing new events and regular boosts to the Grand Race. PvP events. We are making some tweaks to PvP events in the Crew Motorfest to incentivize participation, replayability, and reduce frustrations and improve the overall experience. I have said for a little while now, the PvP should be their focus, because that's the only thing there is to do at the end of the day. Because, sure, the rest of the game, I finished this game in a month, and then I'm able to finish every single new thing in this game within 2 hours of a new update. Obviously, custom mode excluded. But essentially, the PvP, as far as unique, like every time you do it, unique content, that's all there is. So I'm very glad that they are deciding to update it. Weekly themed Grand Race. Every week, a new themed Grand Race will be available. That makes it already so much more fun, because the Grand Race has really been getting stale. Regular boosted Grand Races will be available with increased XP and box earn. So regular, I guess that just means whenever they decide. No collision events, regular weekly events with no collision between vehicles for Grand Race. That's already a thing, right? So I guess they're gonna make it more common. New weather conditions. New weather conditions will be in rotation. That's the fun stuff. I hope that's like lightning storms or stuff like that, right? All-day modifiers. Every Saturday, okay, this is for sounding good. Every Saturday, Grand Race modifiers will be active for the whole day from 9 a.m. UTC onwards until the next day. What the hell? That's so fun. There's something to do. I might get back to streaming. I might finally get back to streaming. I mean, what? Just having a fun stream every Saturday? Maybe a morning stream if I miss it on the Sunday? Oh, finally! The PvP might be enjoyable. Dynamic no collision mode. When driving below a certain speed, you won't cause collisions with other races. This is amazing. So when you're driving, someone ahead of you crashes, and then they're like slightly driving, and you're like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then you hit them, right? If you are driving below a certain speed, no collision. They crash, you go whoop, right through them. Grand Race flow. You don't have to wait 30 seconds to finish a Grand Race anymore. Once cross the finish line, you can jump straight into a brand new Grand Race. Oh my word, they've made the Grand Race good. Main stage Grand Race modifier. A modifier will be available for Grand Races so that players can only use vehicles from the main stage. Wait, interesting. A modifier will be available for Grand Race so that players can only use vehicles from the main stage. Will be available? So, like, people can choose to? Or is that one of the regular interesting. We're gonna have to figure that out once it comes to it. Season 6 of the Crew Motorfest brings exciting quality of life updates, including traffic changes during summit feats, improved PvP, a feature like Photo Quest, features like Photo Quest travel, designed, which is, to be fair, a Crew 2 feature, but that's neither here nor there. Designed with the community in mind. For sure, these updates ensure a smoother and more engaging experience across Motorfest. We are constantly gathering feedback from players to consistently improve the Motorfest experience, and you guys have been instrumental in creating change for the better. Thank you for all your amazing feedback, and we will continue to listen, learn, and implement feedback into the Crew Motorfest experience. That is evident simply by the no traffic in feats, because that is something people asked for. The crew went, no, and a year later, we finally are getting traffic not in summit feats. Oh my word, we are actually entering a Crew Golden era. Wow. And so many Grand Race changes. That's huge. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to have more videos out on this update. And as an update for the video that was going to come out today, until this information came out, that will now come out whenever we don't have new information. And trust me, this one edit took way too long, but I really am proud of this one edit. In fact, that one edit means I'm not going to make any money on that video. or the video I did yesterday because they put copyrighted music in the trailer. So there's 2 videos I'm